Kate Clugston here. I'm a crowdfunding launch coach at StartSomeGood. And today I'm sharing with you what is crowdfunding and what are the three biggest myths that get in people's way, and how can you do your best to succeed at crowdfunding, even if it's the very first time you're doing it. So, I don't know if you know this stat, but it's pretty heartbreaking. 75% of crowdfunding campaigns fail to meet their goals. So, it's only 25% of people succeeding. That's shocking. That statistic breaks our heart here at Start Some Good. And we've actually developed a formula that has enabled us to achieve a 53% success rate on our platform, which is the highest success rate of all cause crowdfunding globally. So, if you're here, you're in the right place, you're working with the right people to get educated on how to make your crowdfunding campaign a success. So, let's move into the three biggest myths. Number one, crowdfunding is new. Really? Just because we're using the internet, guys, doesn't mean that this whole new fundraising method has been invented. Yes, we're using the internet, and crowdfunding's been around for about 10 years on the internet. It's been happening off the internet for hundreds of years earlier. So, a lot of the fundraising techniques that you're using in your crowdfunding campaign are the same techniques that you would use in any kind of fundraising campaign, online or offline. You need a great story. You need a clear call to action. And we'll unpack that a little bit more later on in some videos that specifically look at both video storytelling as well as writing a great campaign and using rewards to leverage the impact of your donors' dollars. But basically, great story and call to action is what you need, along with a mechanism for people to give you the money. So that mechanism might in the past have been donors sending checks to you. It might have been people clicking a donate button on your website, which has its issues because of course it's not built inside of a time limited launch in the way that crowdfunding is. And crowdfunding is just another tool, a highly optimized one, but it is really just another tool to enable you to process donations from your community. All right, so moving on to myth number two is that crowdfunding is somehow automatic. Like, build it and they will come. A lot of people think that, if they just build a great looking campaign on, maybe a really popular platform like, Kickstarter, lots of people raised money on Kickstarter, therefore there must be millions of donors there ready to give me money. Doesn't work like that. Crowdfunding is not a two-sided marketplace in the way that, say, Airbnb is. It's not a matter of just building a listing, walking away, and watching bookings or donations come in overnight. It really is a matter of building and then hustling like crazy to get your link in front of your donors. 94% of people who come to crowdfunding platforms come because of that campaign's specific targeted outreach, right? It's not people who are hanging around on the platform just looking for something to donate to. All right, so crowdfunding's not new. It's not automatic. You need a great marketing and outreach strategy to succeed. And finally, the third myth, it's not about crowds either, which is, kind of confusing given that it is called crowdfunding. There's no crowd. So if you can imagine yourself and your campaign kind of in the center of a circle, right? And that first ring, that first circle around you are your peers, your colleagues, your friends, your family, your mentors, your teachers, your students, people who know you, care about you, and care about and believe in your ability to deliver high quality projects. So you've got credibility from your inner circle. You've got people who are emotionally connected to you and want to see you succeed. They believe in you, and likely their values aligned with you. So your theory of change that's embedded inside of your crowdfunding campaign is one that they can get on board with. So that's that first circle around you. They're your tribe, your inner circle. The next circle out from that would be friends of friends and people who are part of communities that share the same values as you, who care about the same things, whether it's climate change or poverty or waste, whatever the issue is. You need to be able to find those people whose heart is aligned with what your heart wants to express in the world. So that's that next ripple out. There's no point trying to convert people who are, anti-gun laws to all of a sudden, join on board your campaign to tighten up gun laws. You're not trying to convert the naysayers. You're trying to convene the people who already care about and are invested in the kind of future that you're creating with your project. And then that third circle out would maybe be the crowd. And if you're lucky, if your friends of friends of friends of friends of friends are sharing, or you get a big media hit, you're interviewed on television or you're on a podcast or in the newspaper or something, you might then tap into what we could, pretty fairly call the crowd. But that would really only be leveraged if your campaign was already off to a substantial start. Because if people rock up to your crowdfunding campaign because they saw you on TV and you've only raised like 10% of your goal and you've got 5 days to go, they're probably just going to walk away because they're thinking, oh, this doesn't look like such a hot and happening thing. So you need to be able to get that inner circle and your inner circle's inner circle to really jump on board first, support you in your idea, and then the crowd may come. All right, so they're the three biggest myths. Crowdfunding's not new, it's not automatic, and there is no crowd. All right, so what is it? What is crowdfunding? It's a great way to validate your idea and to raise the funds you need while building community and support around your idea and your project. All right, so how to create a great crowdfunding campaign. We're going to continue with that over the next series of videos. You're going to learn how to build a great campaign, create a great video, and how to set a fundraising target that is achievable, that eliminates risk for your donors, as well as how to create great rewards, how to get paid, and how to fulfill your crowdfunding commitments and reward delivery at the end. So we're covering all of that good stuff in the following videos. So go ahead, check them out, and I'll meet you in the next video.